One bar of Wi-Fi. Oh my goodness, I'm so surprised. Hopefully this works. Can't seem to figure out Wi-Fi for the life of me ever. It's Wednesday, June 14th. Let's talk Rockets edition number 16. I'm actually gonna double check that right now. Uh, Man, news are just piling in here, and we're gonna discuss a couple of it. I'm gonna pull it up on the screen for y'all. We're gonna start it off with Mr. Zion Williamson. What is up to Swaggy P in the chat? Bang, right? Bang. All right. Yeah, man. I hope you guys are having a good day here. Shouldn't be too long. Yesterday got cut off a little bit short due to Wi-Fi difficulties. What's up, Josh? Appreciate you tuning in. And I got a busy ass night here, so won't be more than a half hour. But we got like all of this now that the NBA season is officially over. There's just so much stuff coming in and out of every single team. And Zion Williamson right now. So the Rockets hold the number 4 pick and are potentially interested in moving the pick for a win now player. In my conversations, the name Zion Williamson has come up as a potential trade target for Houston. Not sure who this guy is. Rafael Barlow. Zion to Houston is a horrible idea. It's cool in theory. It's a great idea in theory. What's up, Balin? How you doing, man? Nice to see you. Zion is, when he's healthy, man, is a stud athlete. 27, 7, and 5. The issue with Zion is he can't stay on the court. And on my daily live NBA show, which hopefully you guys all watch, I know Josh does. Never seen you, Balin, in my daily live NBA show. Yeah, it's all good. I'm just kidding. Anyways, man, I don't know what Zion's doing. What's up, Matt? He's played what, more than 27 games one time in his career. Well, he's been in the league for quite some time now. He graduated high school college in 2018. When did Zion get in here? Was it the 2018 draft? Point is, this man can't stay healthy for the life of him. Oh, it was 2019 NBA draft. It just doesn't make any sense to me. And the thing is, too, like, you'd have to give up probably like Jabari Smith Jr. You'd have to give up, the 4th pick, as they're talking about here. You'd have to give up something because the Pelicans, if you're actually going to trade Zion, I mean, you're going to need some type of haul, even though his value isn't what it could be if he was healthy. For me, I think this is just hot air. I really don't think the Pelicans have any interest in trading away Zion Williamson unless Zion officially says, yo, get me out of here. I think it's a little bit of a smoke, or more of a shot at Zion from the Pelicans to say, like, get your act together. Otherwise, this isn't working out. But yeah, there's a bunch of like Mariah Mills stuff going on here. I don't really, I'm not going to get into that because personally, I don't really, that's not my thing. We have here, this was yesterday. If James Harden doesn't come to Houston, the Rockets are expected to have interest in Lakers restricted free agent Austin Reeves. Reeves is a guy they like a lot. Would be freaking awesome. It would literally be money if this happened. I would love AR-15. I think he is a great two-way basketball player, and I think you could put him on any team in the league, and they would be very good. I think they would be a good basketball. He would help them be a very good basketball team. He's not necessarily a star player. He could turn into a star. However, he's just like a great depth piece. Balin doesn't want him. I don't know why you wouldn't want AR, but it's probably more of a contract money thing because he's about to get a bag. We don't know what these bags are going to look like. So I am curious. I wonder what Austin's going to get paid, like 4 years, $80 million. My best guess is he remains with the Los Angeles Lakers. I'm just trying to think here. Basically, we're going to end this segment on betting favorites because, like, the betting favorite, like, it's just a weird list. Houston, it's in the title of this video. Brook, Lopez, James Harden, betting odds are predicted to go to Houston. On that same list, LeBron James was Dallas. So A lot of the guys on the list was kind of weird, but we'll talk about that at the end. I'm just thinking because I don't know how long realistically LeBron will be in Los Angeles, um, but they should definitely run it back next season, and I think they're going to pay AR. So I would love AR. If not, I would actually rather pay Austin Reeves over Cam Johnson any day of the week. That's just me though. And then we have, there it is. I think we've come up to it. Yeah, this is the big talking point. This is the big news in Rocket stuff today. We have, it's just weird. A weird list, man. Betting favorites to land notable players. Bet Online AG. They don't really seem like that crazy of a betting source. So let's just like even look at the FanDuel Canada. Oh my goodness. I think there's a higher chance of none of these happening. Most of these are super off. That's kind of what I'm catching from this list when I look at it. However, it does bring up some points that we should talk about it. LeBron to Dallas, Kyrie to the Lakers, Russ to the Knicks, Trae Young Lakers, Chris Paul to the Spurs. Makes a ton of sense on paper, but Chris Paul wants a ring. Draymond Green to the Utah Jazz, Freddie to the Suns would be cool. Chris Middleton to the Thunder, I think, is a phenomenal idea. Vucevic to the Celtics. Horford to the Hawks. Wow, Horford going back to the Hawks. D'Lo to the Suns. Okay. Brooks to the Heat. I actually like that a lot. And Ayton to the Mavs. And then obviously the two Rocket ones, James Harden and Brook Lopez. I mean, we talked about James Harden yesterday. It's going to get really annoying. It actually already is pretty annoying. I think genuinely the as more time goes by, I think James Harden will most likely stay in Philadelphia. I think that's most likely what's going to happen. Geez, man, this is a loud couch, isn't it? Or chair. Anyway, can you guys hear that? Doesn't matter. I think it's over 50% he goes back to Philly. Phoenix, the idea of having James Harden in Phoenix it's super cool. Like, I would love for him to pair up with Devin Booker and Kevin Durant once again, KD. I think there's a higher chance he goes to Houston than Phoenix, but I think he's going to stay in Philly because I think Philly will pay him. I don't know if Houston is actually going to pay him a max contract. I would not. Even if I was Philly, I would definitely not pay him a max contract, but I would love to have financial flexibility. I'd love to have James Harden on the team, but it is what it is. We get new James Harden news every single day, it feels like. So at this point, just kind of waiting and seeing. The NBA draft is now, it's what, 7 days away, 8 days away. A lot of these questions are going to be answered soon. I'd love Brook Lopez. That actually gets me curious on Brook Lopez minute numbers. I don't think he would hog it up for Mr. Alperen Şengün, and the reason being, well, Brook Lopez is 35 years old. That's pretty old, man. That's pretty up there. Let's see what his minute average this season was. This year, minutes 30. He had a great resurgence of his career after that brutal injury from a little over, now it was like 2 years ago. At that point, it was what, 5 straight seasons of Brook Lopez averaging 5 points or 13 points per game. Brook Lopez used to be a crazy-ass scorer in Brooklyn, man. I know some of y'all remember that. But I would love to have Brook Lopez. Played 78 games for him last season, man. That's reliability right there. Spencer Strider cannot throw a strike these days, can he? He can't get through an inning without giving up a run. Kuminga is trending because the Golden State Warriors – guys, ask some – we got 16 people in here. Ask any Rocket question you guys got down below. I'm trying to do these every day. Ideally, I'm trying to post either a stream or a video each day. Today would just kind of be a little bit – I guess we could have made this in video form. I don't know. I like the interactive part. Who really cares? But, yeah, Kuminga is getting traded, possibly. They're trying to, get, what was it, like a high draft pick. I don't really think I don't really think Jonathan Kuminga is gonna be. I think his trade value is that high. He looks good in the offseason workout videos right now, but who doesn't? Ben Simmons looks like a freaking animal. KPJ's been looking good. The Rockets, one thing I've actually really noticed about the Rockets recently this summer is they look like they're just having so much fun. And we saw that at the end of last year. Uh, they just look like they're having so much fun and they look like they really enjoy each other. And the culture really seems to be growing. These guys are so young, man. They're so young. I'm older than a lot of these guys, which is fucked up. And it's just cool to see everybody kind of clicking. There was like the Tari Easton Jabari. I guess they got into a little bit, or they got banged up a little bit yesterday. And it's just kind of cool. There's a lot of smiles going around. Everybody just seems to be having a good ass time. Jalen Green's in the gym. All these dudes are in the gym. And it's just cool to see, man. Lopez in the day was a dog. He really was. Who will we get in the drafts? Well, I guess these two kind of go hand in hand here. Would you rather have Miller or Amen or Amen? I'm gonna call him Amen for so long, man. I'd rather have Thompson, to be honest with you. If we got Thompson, Harden, I would be 100% all good on. If we drafted Amen Thompson, I would want them to do as much as they possibly could to make him a superstar, like our franchise guy. I think Thompson's the type of dude who could be a franchise guy. Brandon Miller kind of actually reminds me almost of Jabari, where, I think these are guys who are going to come into. He actually reminds me of a hybrid of like Jabari and Paolo, where he's going to come in. He was the best player in college basketball. Like, he's going to come in and average double-digit points right away. It's probably going to be inefficient. It's hard to shoot in the NBA. It's farther. You got to adjust to the speed. You got to you're playing and practicing every single day. It's just so different than college basketball. It takes time to acclimate. Paulo went through his spurts this year. Jabari definitely went through spurts this year. But I think, Brandon Miller to me is more of like a safer pick, as far as I think he probably will average at least 15 points next season to whatever team he goes to. I like the versatility that he brings. I think just like Jabari, I think these guys have, I think their skill sets just solidify themselves as they will be useful in the league on both sides of the ball. And you could always use that. Amen Thompson to me is a boom or bust, like a guy I would not be surprised if he was, just like a solid role starting player. And I wouldn't be surprised if he, kind of was an absolute stud, averaging like, shit, dude. I mean, if he ever got a shot, it's over. I wouldn't be surprised if he averaged, maybe not his rookie year, but 20 points, 7 rebounds, 7 assists, like something like that. We're only a week away, but all this stuff is changing. Like, I saw a mock draft today, actually, of Brandon Miller going 2, Scoot going 3, and who did we take at 4? I don't remember who we took at 4. I don't think it was Walker or Wallace. I don't know who we took at 4, but it wasn't any of them. It wasn't Thompson because Scoot went 3. My point is this. Last year, I remember very, very clearly Jabari Smith Jr. being probably the number 1 draft pick. And that didn't happen. And Paolo ends up going number 1. And you know how the rest of it went. So things change, man. I'm not a huge speculator. I have my targets. I have the guys I like. That 20th pick is going to be really interesting to me because we have so many guys on our roster, dude. I don't know how they're going to eventually pay all these guys, but you acquire talent through the draft. But it's like, do we have enough talent right now that we want to just focus now on progression on the guys we're sold on and bring in, veteran able bodies who are going to get us to that next level? That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, dude, 20 is going to be interesting. I think it's going to be really interesting. I think Stone's going to get a little crafty. I think it's going to be traded, and I think Stone's going to get crafty here. Bring back James Harden, Christian Wood, John Wall. Might as well bring in PJ Tucker. Oh, wait, no, he got a couple years, didn't he? Hey, what's up, Thomas? Nice to see you. Does management want Harden? Just don't understand why with the makeup of the team and where they are at. James Harden's a guy in the regular season who's going to really help. Crumbles every single playoffs. It's every single playoffs, which is why I wouldn't want him long term at all. I really wouldn't hate James Harden coming over for 2 years. I just think Philly, if I'm Philly, like, offer him money and just get it done, because I don't know what else Philly can do except maybe go after Beal. But there's so much in it. But my point is, I think they would be interested in James Harden just because, as Ime said, like, he's not coming in here to make the play-in. He's not coming in here to lose in the first round or even just win the first round and lose in the second round. Like, he's here to, win championships. I want Miller. Hopefully the Blazers trade out. I really, as the time goes by, I don't think the Blazers do anything. I think they're going to take it. David wants Scoot. 4th pick and Jabari for Zion. Make it happen. Wow. Damn. I don't think people are going to be on board with that. Miller is Paul George. Sign Will Upton out of Chi-Town. Hell yeah. The jump shot feels good, man. My conditioning feels good. The 3-point shot feels good. I'm feeling good. Game's feeling good. I want Amen Whitmore or less likely, but maybe they'll be available in Scoot and Miller at 4. Anyone else, I'd be kind of mad. Rico Hines to Philly. I think that just happened, right? But I don't know, man. It's like the same way I always feel about the draft is I just don't really I don't really care. I'll take Victor Wembanyama. I will take Scoot Henderson. I'll take Brandon Miller. I'll take Amin Thompson. I'll take all these guys. I'll take Cam Whitmore. I'll take whoever, dude. I'll take them. Last year I'll take Paolo. I'll take Chet. I'll take Jabari. Like, I'll take whoever the Rockets decide to take. They're all actually really exciting. They all bring their own thing. They're all, different players, right? I don't care who we sign. Just do not trade any of young core. How often does a team win rings? By buying all the players. It's a great point. Sometimes you got to cut people loose, though. Who's our young core? Is that something we've already decided? Is that something they already know? Or is that something that we know? It just depends on where Houston's thinking, man. What do you guys think? Let me know down below. Who's our core? Some people think Şengün's not a part of it. Some people think KJ's a part of it. Some people have KPJ. Some people don't have KPJ. The Şengün thing is just it's so fascinating how under-recognized this guy is, where it's like we traded 2 first-round picks, right, to get this guy. Last year, first off, for a big man too, Şengün missed how many games in his rookie season? 10 games in his rookie season. He missed only 7 games last season, and he saw his points go up from 9.6 to 14.8. We saw the rebounds go up from 5.5 to 9. We saw assist numbers go up from 2.6 to 3.9, averaged just under at 0.9 steals, 0.9 blocks per game. We saw his 3-point percentage go from 25% 5% to 33%. We saw his field goal percentage go from 47.5 to 55.5. Alperen Şengün literally free throws 72. Alperen Şengün improved in every single statistical category. And for some reason, man, people hear the name Alperen Şengün and they're like, defense. And I get it. It's something I've really worried about in the past. But the Denver Nuggets just won a championship with Nikola Jokic as their starting center. And it's not that I never thought that would happen. I didn't think off the bench having no rim protector, I did not think that they would win the championship this year during the regular season because I just didn't think that they had what they needed to have. And Jokic, I want Ime and Şengün to be a thing. I think it would be good. On the defensive side, I think having Jabari, it reminds me of having Aaron Gordon. A lot of defense is just hustle, intensity, heart over height, bro. Effort, man. It's just effort. You can't teach it. So I think Jabari and Şengün, I think they're so interchangeable at 4 and 5 on both sides of the basketball. So I just want Şengün to be the dude. And that's why, not having the first pick, man, I would love to have it. But not having it, it's okay, dude. I'm not, it's like Cade. Like, I'm fine with it. We could play what if all day. Like, what if the Houston Rockets drafted Evan Mobley? I think Evan Mobley is I think he's going to be a several-time All-Star. Jalen Green, he'll get some All-Stars, I would imagine. A little bit more of a difficult position to get it, especially in the West. Is Jalen Green the franchise player? Let me comment that. Who's the Rockets franchise player? Is it Jalen Green? Is it Şengün? Is it our number 4th pick? Some questions, man. All right, for our core, we got Matt saying Jalen, Jabari, Şengün in the 4th pick. That's what I would run with. Jalen, Jabari, Şengün, maybe KPJ. Oh my God. Oh, he threw in the nevermind. Don't care. Trade him and whatever else to land Jaylen Brown. No, I'm chilling. I'm chilling on that. Yeah, I'm chilling. And Salas didn't use Şengün correctly. There was this week where we actually played through Şengün and he went crazy. I remember watching like a couple Rocket games and like Şengün would just not play like the whole 4th quarter. Like, yeah, you're chilling. You're all good. Yes, it's Jalen. If we draft Evan Mobley, we probably don't get Şengün. Could you imagine having Evan Mobley and Şengün? And then what will we have? Jabari? And then Scoot? Barrington Soul Music says Şengün's the franchise player. Wouldn't shock me. It really would not shock me if that happened. So, all right, man. That's it for today. Hope you guys enjoyed it. We'll be back at it with a stream or video tomorrow. As always, hit that like button, hit that sub up for daily Houston Rockets content. And I bid you all adieu, man. It's showbiz, baby.